This is coming to you live from the Fox's Den, and today, watercolor paints. So I went to Chat GPT and Google and I asked, what are the best watercolor paints for beginners? And out of the list, I picked Paul Rubbens. So let me just show you really quickly. This right here is the 14 neon colors. I think the boxing is just amazing. First of all, look at the little face on the box. Yes. It comes with all the different paints. I'm going to have to use Chat GPT for this. Well, I guess you could do it on here, but I'm not. Look at this. Oh, look at how it's nice and cut. That is, yeah. Okay, of course, you can't even pick it up. Very nice. And here are our 14 neon colors. Yes. And then I also got, again, beautiful boxing. I hope you can see that. The PRBS, I mean, just beautiful. I love that. Paul Rubbens. Again, it has, same thing as the other box. And then this nice little cover on it. Voila. Yes. All right. So that's the unboxing. Let's get to swatching. Be right back. All right. So I started with the neon colors first because there are 14 of them. And, I need to have a win starting out. I don't know why it is whenever I swatch anything, I always get off by one. So like I'll skip a color, and then when I'm looking at my swatch sheet, I'm like, oh, why doesn't that line up? Because you got off by one. So to attempt to avoid that this time, since there were only 14 of them, I wrote down the names of the paints beforehand, and I did the first six to try to help myself stay focused and stay aligned with the name of the paint. And it actually worked out this time. I was really happy about it. So that was like the first six. So now I'm starting on like the rest of the colors. At this point, I've been practicing with these paints a lot. And I must say I absolutely love them. I am looking forward to Watercolor Wednesday because I've gotten a real hold of how to color with these watercolor paints and different coloring books without having to pre-treat the page. Because who has time for that? If I get a new book, I just want to color or paint in it. So there you go. All right. Well, as I finish up swatching these, I am going to come back in and talk about these beautiful colors. Yes. Is that purple? Yes. That's my favorite color. What's your favorite color? Make sure you put that in the chat. And I think that I always call that ultramarine, but I don't see marine in there. All right, we just got two more to go. Blue and green. Shout out to everybody whose favorite color is green. I love these paints. All right, here's my final review. All right. So look at these neon colors. They are absolutely just rich in pigment. Very, very pigmented. I like them a lot. So what I've done, and I'll read off the colors. Yellow, yellow. This says golden. I would have never selected that as golden. Orange, red, orange, light red, red. That's beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful. Rose, pink, violet, peach, purple, such a deep purple. Ultramarine, ultra, ultramine. I done made up a word, y'all. Blue and green. So what I wanted to do was, I have this new coloring book, but the images in it are larger. It's by, I call them Ule, and I love all of their like their pencils, their glitter pens. I love all their stuff. So when I saw this coloring book, I was like, let me get that. So I painted a heart purple and just the wing of this bird blue, and I let it dry because I wanted to see if it was going to get that ashen matte look, and it has not. It hasn't. I am super impressed. I definitely need to work on, I can see every like little brush stroke, but I need to work on that. But let me try another color. Okay, so the bird's wing is blue. Let me make his a yellow. You know what? This is make believe. I was gonna say, let me make his body yellow. Let me do that. Very pretty, just so you can see. Let me see, where am I? And I actually was able to fit all the colors on my smaller palette here. It just went really well on my little palette. So what I'm doing is I'm taking some from my palette. But then over here on the right, this is like a paper palette. So I'm putting it down, but then I'm adding like a little bit of water to it, just to move it around. And ooh, that water, that wasn't no good water. It's been through. Even when it's watered down, I can still see the color. I definitely like these paints. Again, I did a search, or I asked a question to Chat GPT. What's the best paints for beginner? Beginner, if you're a you want to do watercolor. And this was one of the paints that came up that I had not heard anything about. So I was like, okay, let me get them. And then Amazon had a sale. That's how I ended up with the neon colors, but I really, really like them. And the packaging is just amazing. Paul Rubbens. Yes. So in this video, first of all, let me just say, guys, I finally didn't mix up any colors or like get off by one. Whenever I seem to swatch, I always get them out of line. That's why I don't like swatching, but we got to push through. So I was able to swatch them all, and the name is by the right color. This is a first, okay? Shout out to me. Woo! I put the little kids going, yay! Yes, because that rarely happens. My water needs to be clean. Oh, please hold. All right, this is better. Okay. So I was gonna try the yellow, the neon yellow. So I had a creative book. Oh, it's called Whimsical Houses. Y'all know I love that word. Whimsical. Ooh, that look way better. But the spaces were too small for me to try to do that for a video. I would need to focus way too much. But I just wanted y'all to see some of the colors in action. Yes. Oh, that's very pretty. Let me try green. A lot of people like the color green, so let me try green. Here we go. Very nice. Okay, I got a little room over here. Okay, what am I gonna make green? Hmm. These paints are awesome. Okay, so I did not treat this coloring book page with anything. I'm just making sure. I did not treat this coloring book page, with anything for watercolor. I just started coloring on it. That's it. Yeah, these are very nice. It's almost like they have like a little, like a pearl like shimmer. Oh, I'm out the line. So for my acrylic paints, I did buy this with iridescent medium. So like if your paint's dry, like really matte, or I always call it ashy, you can add this to it to give it some shimmer and shine. Of course, it says acrylic, but you know what? We can try to add it to some watercolor. Who won't say something? No one. You won't know until you try. Okay, so yes, I love this paint. I do. I There's a page in Johanna, what is it called? Magical Homes or something like that, that these colors will look great in. All right, so that's our green. So this is definitely what a winner chicken dinner. Yes, I love these. So in this video, I'm only going to do the neon paints because the other paint set has 36 in there, and that's a lot for me to swatch. But I'll swatch part of them. But of course, I'll bring the whole set. Uh, okay, so I got some water on them, and they still look great for you to review. Let me do one more color. Let me do rose. Let me do rose on one of these. Let me do a rose. Let me, okay, after red. Here I go, y'all. Let me do, no, I'm not going to do rose. I'm going to do, okay, this says that it's peach, but I disagree. This color says it's peach. It does not look peach at all. But let's try peach. We're going to make our elephant peach, okay? Come on, Mr. Elephant, Elefante. We are going to make him peach. Ooh, look at that. These colors are so vibrant. They almost look like acrylic paint. When I don't add like a lot of water to them. Gosh, they almost seem like acrylic. Let me look. I need to look. It says it. Yep, classic watercolor. Let me show you the two. Yep, Opera Rose classic watercolor. I just had to check. I'm like, golly, really nice. All right. Well, this is just a little preview and swatch of the neon colors. Um, it is a, what is it, 14? It's 14. It's a 14, comes with 14 colors. Very bright, very pigmented. Again, I'm using this in a coloring book, just a little demo, just so you can see how wonderful the colors are. I'm going to take it, I'm going to really, really water it down this time. And it still looks great. Even when you water it down, it still looks amazing. Yes. Yeah, again, still a chicken dinner. Winner, winner. Okay. We'll be on the lookout for the swatching of the 36. I can't wait to see those colors and how awesome they look. And doing a demo of them, in a book. Of course, be on the lookout for Watercolor Wednesday. I'm going to be coloring using these. Yes, our neons. I have a book in mind that I want to use. These paints are wonderful. Yes, I'm going to have to give them a raving review. The packaging is amazing. Yes, Paul Rubbens. Paul Rubbens. These are the neon ones, 14. I got these from Amazon. Look, even when look at that. Okay, so the paper in this book is amazing. Yep, you can reactivate it with the water. I know I'm gonna be playing with these for the next hour or so. Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, this is Crystal the Foxy Colorist coming to you with some Paul Rubens neon paints. They are watercolor. The color is very vibrant. I would definitely get them. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to swatch out the 36 set watercolor, but oh gosh, they're not neons. So yes, we are preparing for what? Watercolor Wednesday. All right, so make sure you watch the next video, the supply haul. Have you seen my newest Crayolas that I've added to my collection and my new favorites? Also be on the lookout of me, yeah, coloring with plastic crayons. Y'all, it was an adventure. It was. All right, this is Crystal the Foxy Colorist. I am playing with my watercolor paints, my neon Paul Rubens watercolor paints. They are absolutely amazing. Get you a set. This is Crystal. Keep it foxy. Peace. What a peace at. Bye, guys.